So we're in the peak of the bear market, or should I say the trough of the bear market. I mean, either way, it's boring as, but you're still here in crypto because you know deep down that this is the time where the big money is actually made. The mainstream is gonna pour in a couple months after the actual next bull market with billions of dollars to spend for our exit liquidity. And it's the big brains who stayed around right now and dollar cost averaged into the best projects. They're the ones who are gonna be cashing in when the bull finally arrives. And just like the last bull run, there'll be thousands of tokens and opportunities that would give you 100x on your money, turning just $100 into 10,000, or better yet, 10,000 into $1 million. All we need to do is just nail one of them. So I wanted to distill 3 top 100x strategies in this video for you. We're gonna go through them in order from worst to best. And if you appreciate that, hit that like button for me, put on your big bull hat, and let's jump in. Okay, this might be the most important part of the video. Before we jump into the 3 strategies, there are 4 criteria that you must be aware of in order to even start thinking about 100x return. Skip over this part at your own peril, but the only way you're getting 100x without watching this is pure luck. Criteria number 1, you have to understand that we're in a bear market, and 100x's happen almost every day to every week in a bull market, but they're exceedingly rare when it's a bear. Easy to remember because it rhymes. The recent one we had was something like Pepe, which absolutely blew everything out of the water, but apart from that, I don't actually know another token that's 100x'd in the last couple of months. Criteria number 2, if you're taking advice from a random blog, a random tweet, a random influencer, a random subreddit, you're going to lose money. 98% of people don't know what they're talking about and just want you to buy the crypto that they're already holding. We're actually fortunate that the blockchain allows us to validate the real people from the fake. So you can see all the mainstream influencers who got paid millions to promote random scam coins, from Floyd Mayweather to iShowSpeed, versus people like Crypto God John, who hasn't sold any of his OXO bags since he started talking about it. Criteria number 3, you have to understand what a market cap is and how it influences your return. For example, if you invested just $1,000 into Matic, in order for it to 10x or get you to $10,000, you would need $56 billion of value to be added into that protocol, as opposed to a smaller market cap like Happy. You would only need $50 million of value to enter that project, and you would turn your $1,000 into $10,000. And lastly, this is an obvious one, we talk about this almost every single video. You need to know that crypto is not traded on fundamental analysis, but it's traded on social narratives. Awesome, if you check those 4 boxes, let's jump into the 300x strategies. That's 3 100x strategies, not 300x strategies. Strategy 1. Gain a holistic understanding of the top tokens through hours of research. And just like the name implies, this is the least exciting of all the strategies. Not dissimilar to spending 10,000 hours to master any craft, crypto is the same. If you want to be ahead of everybody else, you must spend the time researching. How did Crypto God John, Alex Becker, Ilio Trades find 100x tokens like FTM, Link, and Matic before almost anybody else? Well, the unfortunate news here is they painstakingly studied thousands of different tokens to come across the real ones that were going to go on 100x from all the crappy fake money grabs. And of course, this leads to some pretty awesome results. In 2018, when Link was worth just 50 cents, Crypto God John tweeted this: "Link, you will change my life forever. You will make me a multi-millionaire in just a few years. Just want to mark this here so I can come back to it in 2020 and 2021. And as you probably already know from this tweet, Link went on to 100x, all the way up to an all-time high of $50 per token. Or another crazy example, Lady of Crypto tweeted this in 2021. I invested in Block pre-sale and I'm up 500x. I invested more on the release and I'm up 6x on that. I invested more when Zuck mentioned Meta and I'm up 3x on that. But let's be honest, it takes a lot of study for you individually to be able to identify which tokens are going to blow up. And for me personally, there are a lot better ways. Like strategy number 2, riding crypto trends. Because every 100x in the crypto market since Bitcoin has been part of an underlying bigger trend. Let's dive into the main trends over the last 10 years that could have got you a 100x return. You had the Bitcoin killers. These are the big billion-dollar protocols that were supposed to be smarter, more secure, or faster than the Bitcoin protocol. But of course, they were all degen altcoins at one stage that went on to do some pretty crazy numbers. ETH 1000x, ADA 100x, Polygon 450x, and Solana 500x. You then had meme coins like Doge or Shiba Inu, or more recently even Pepe, that delivered earth-shattering returns to people who got in first on this trend. One Pepe investor actually turned $258 into 4.5 million. Of course, you had the trend of NFTs and some astronomical ROIs there in the JPEG game. I mean, Bored Ape Yacht Club was minted for a couple $100, CryptoPunks were trading at $300, and just in a few months, they were both valued at over 6 figures per token. You had the classic trend of the DeFi summer where almost every DeFi protocol 10 to 100x with reckless abandonment. PancakeSwap went from 19 14 cents to $44 in just 6 months. And of course, we all remember when Facebook changed its name to Meta, creating the metaverse trend. On the 20th of December 2020, Sandbox had a fully diluted market cap of about just $200 million, and 11 months later, it hit a $22 billion fully diluted market cap. Of course, the crypto gaming trend also had its time, where Illuvium was sold during its pre-seed round at a valuation of about $10 million that went on to hit an $11 billion valuation. And most recently, I know you've seen the trend of crypto AI protocols that have exploded surrounding the release of ChatGPT, including projects like Render that went from 10 cents to $7.48 per token in just 10 months. So the $1 million question is, what is the next trend, and how can you make sure you beat everybody else to it? Well, you could deep dive into upcoming news cycles or technology that's coming out, like Apple Vision, plan the release date, dollar cost average into AR protocols all the way up to the release date, and then sell it on everybody who is late to the party. But once again, for me, I think there's an easier way, which leads us to strategy 3, copy trading, crypto influencers, and big brain whale. Because to me, this strategy solves being slightly late to every single one of crypto's trends and just being exit liquidity for people who got in earlier than you. Because with all these trends, this graph is the perfect representation of how they play out. Of course, the creators get first dibs on all the tokens. And then you have the second wave of people investing, which is most likely the influencers who has first access to all the cutting edge projects that are upcoming, and they really networked well with a lot of developers and creators. And then you have the influencers' friends and family who get tipped off by the influencer that's a really good project that's just been launched. Then finally, us, the influencers' followers, we get access once the price is already pumped most of the way. And then of course you have the small brain mainstream who are coming in to be the exit liquidity before everything crashes back to zero. Because as you probably know, it's not just what tokens are going to 100x, but it's also when is the right time to get in. Because to me, tracking these crypto influencers and big brain whales who either have more knowledge or more access to these opportunities than us is our gateway to go from number 4 on this graph to number 2. Because instead of spending weeks or months researching individual projects or days even researching individual trends, why not let influencers and whales do all the research for you and you just get the tip off when they buy? Because not only will you get an equal opportunity at the same projects that they are at the same time that they're getting in, but you also know they come with a social insurance policy. Meaning, even if the project isn't the next 100x token, you know that crypto influencers followers are probably going to hear about this project a little bit later than you will. And historically, this has led to some pretty awesome return. Copy trading this Pepe meme investor, you could have taken $10 and turned it to $600,000 in just 3 weeks. Or even Crypto God John's community got a 250% ROI in just 1 month in the middle of a crypto bear market. And recently, even Alex Becker returned to crypto world buying 2 cryptos, getting a 3.5x and a 2x return on his money in just 36 hours, buying Gensler and Crypto Twitter, netting himself $14,000 in profit. That's why in our Patreon, we are there to track these crypto influencers for when they make moves so that we can get the same opportunities that they do at the same time as them. If you're interested, I'll leave the link in the description below. If you have any other crypto research strategies, pop them in the comments and we'll look at them for the next video.